made the transition from hitchhiking in Europe to going to the USA. What made that come about? I mean, it obviously was the times as well. San Francisco, end of the 60s.
That's right. That was luck. I mean, my life has been full of things that happen, mostly because I'm absent-minded and have no sense of direction. And it's because I went to a play called The Royal Hunt of the Sun, which is about the conquest of the Incas. And, this is someone who thought that Peru was in Africa, but I was absolutely spellbound by the story of the Incas, and I decided I must go to Peru and see for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that was literally, that was the seminal event.
Did you see any pink dolphins?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Yep. We took it for granted, they're quite rare, but we thought, that's nice. Another pink dolphin.
Yeah. You write about that early life, the adventurousness of it. You also proposed to your husband as part of a bet. Talk about being adventurous.
Well, no, we're sort of the other way around.
Oh, really?
I proposed to my husband on
which
year, because women can propose on February the 29th, quite important to know.
Really?
Oh, yes.
I didn't know that.
No. Hasn't happened to you?
No.
But I took a bet before going to work in America. I bet a friend in Britain that I wouldn't marry an American because I was worried that I would be living in America for good, and I loved being in Britain. So it was a sort of insurance, but it didn't work because I married an American.
Mm. He was also a keen traveller?
No.
He wasn't?
He was a keen hiker.
Okay.
And I was a keen traveller.
Not the same thing.
No. And so we compromised, and I very reluctantly said I might do a little bit of walking and possibly might buy a backpack because all that had been put behind me when I was a teenager.
That's so funny because I would associate being a keen traveller with loving to walk and hike as well, but no.
It took me quite well. It was the beauty of the Andes, and then I was absolutely hooked. But I was very reluctant to walk, and he was very reluctant to leave America because it was God's own country and beautiful, and he loved hiking the long-distance trails. So we both compromised, and we were both very happy to compromise.
Mm-hmm. You spoke about being a total leader as well. Can you elaborate on that? What is that exactly? What is that role?
A tour leader?
Yes.
Well, it's keeping people happy, basically. and trying not to get them lost or only once or twice.
Do you enjoy that work?
I was very unsuited to it because I had this thing called prosopagnosia, which is face blindness.
Yes.
And therefore, I can't recognize people or with difficulty. And so I would meet my group at the airport and ask them to wait for me. And then I wouldn't recognize them, so I'd go up to the wrong group and say, right, ready to get on the bus. And the wrong group onto the bus. And then the next morning I wouldn't recognize them at breakfast. So,
but you also have to be a very social person to entertain groups. Does that come naturally to you?
I'm not a natural extrovert. I'm a natural introvert. But you learn to put on whatever persona you need. And I must say, I was a popular leader, so I wasn't all bad. But I did have some really pretty disastrous trips, which we won't go into here because it'll take all night. But they're in the book. And,
exactly.
They were quite
Or do you don't want to tell us?
I'm only looking young from the neck. When you see me get off the stage, you'll know why I'm having a hip operation.
No, but bravo.
I think traveling keeps you young. Thank you for that.
Let's go.